everyone and welcome to the Full Colour Cards video blog. Today we're talking you through how to get your files ready for Spot UV printing. There are a couple of different ways that you can do this, but today we're showing you how to create the images in Adobe Illustrator and how to create the PDFs in Adobe InDesign. So let's get started. Firstly, we set up the business card in Adobe Illustrator. This is where we will create the artwork we want to print. As always, set your business card measurements to 85mm by 55mm and remember to add the 3mm bleed all the way around the card. So this is your business card. The black line is the finished card size, the distance between the black line and the red line is the bleed area. This is where any images close to the edge or background colour should extend into, making sure you have a nice clean edge when we cut the card down. For ease, we're copying in some artwork. Notice that we have also added a white background which extends right into the bleed area. This will help with placement and registration, as you'll see later. We can save this artwork as the front of our card. The next step is to create the Spot UV plate artwork for this page. Remove anything that is not necessary, leaving only the outline or silhouette of the elements you want to be UV varnished. We will now change this to black. Make sure it's 100% K. It's always worth checking that the black you've changed it to does not contain any cyan, magenta or yellow colour values. Save this as the Spot UV artwork for the front of your card. We now need to create the artwork for the reverse of the card. Make sure everything is aligned correctly and to your liking. We can now save this as the reverse of the card. We'll repeat the same process as before to create the Spot UV plates for this side of the card. Again, it's always worth checking that the black is 100% K and does not contain any other colour values. Now we have all our artworks complete and we're ready to go into InDesign to place them all together, ready for print. As before, we need to be able to set up our business card size. Ensure it's 85mm by 55mm with a 3mm bleed added to the edge of the card. Now it's just a case of placing in our artworks. As I mentioned earlier, we used a white background on our original artwork which extended into the bleed edge. This will now place into our InDesign business card perfectly and allow the Spot UV plates to register perfectly. We've placed in the printed artwork for pages 1 and 2. Now we need to add in the corresponding Spot UV plates. At this point you can take the overprint preview temporarily to check that your artwork is looking okay. Make sure you untick this option before exporting as a PDF. We now have all the artworks in place and can export as a PDF for print. Make sure the preset is set to press quality or high quality print. Then go to the marks and bleed section in the list and ensure crop marks and use document bleed settings are ticked. We can now see our print ready PDF, 4 pages in total. Page 1 and 2 are sides which will be printed, and page 3 and 4 are the corresponding spot UV plates for them. If we check the colour values of our spot UV artwork in the separations panel of Acrobat, we can see that these are set to 100% K, and the same for the reverse. Here we see all 4 pages. This is how we require artwork to be supplied to us in the same order as you can see it here. To check alignment, you could move a spot UV plate up and flick between the print and UV versions of the artwork to see how it will register. Remember to move the page back to normal before saving and sending to us. So there you have it, it's that easy. Of course, there are a couple of different ways you can do it, and you are able to create separate image files in Adobe Illustrator too. If you've got any questions or you'd like any more advice, then please comment us in the boxes below and one of our tech team will get back to you with a helpful answer. Thanks for watching.